Hey, welcome back to Livin MN Outdoors. I'm Daniel, and thanks for tuning in to this week's fishing report. Finally, guys, it is fishing opener here in Minnesota, Friday at midnight, so technically Saturday morning. Walleye, pike, and bass season will open up here in Minnesota. Bass is already open for catch and release, but the keeping season will begin this coming Saturday. Now, as far as the fishing report goes, obviously not a ton of walleye reports coming in unless people have accidentally been catching them, which they have, so I do have a limited amount of information. All right, let's start out on Lake Winnie. The walleye report for up there, there's been a few guys out fishing panfish and they've run into some walleyes, and some other guys out scouting for the opener, and the best depth is looking like it will be 6 to 10 foot of water. Now, if it's overcast or windy, you can scoot in even a little shallower than that, into that 3 to 6 foot of water, but in general, that 6 to 10 foot of water is looking like it's going to be best. Now, some good areas to target, the shoreline weeds in Tamarack Bay, the Three Sisters humps, Third River, and Hunter Rocks over by Stony Point are going to be holding a ton of really nice walleyes right now. Now, the best ways to catch those walleye are going to be on a jig with a spot tail shiner. If you don't have shiners, a fathead or a rainbow will work as well, but a spot tail shiner is going to be king for opener weekend. Now, as far as the perch bite goes, the perch are going to be very scattered. You might come across one or two here and there, but as far as targeting any schools of them, probably not going to happen. Now, as far as the panfish bite goes, there are some crappies that can be had. They're staging kind of on those deeper break lines near their spawning grounds. So where those crappies typically will spawn up in the weeds, they're hanging off out a little bit deeper right now, and pitching a jig in a plastic or a jig in a fathead will produce a few nice crappies. Now, as far as pike go, the pike are going to be basically everywhere. They are up in the shallows right now. You're going to catch them walleye fishing. Doesn't really matter what you throw, you're going to catch pike out there. Now, up on Lake Winnie, if you are looking for a place to stay, the Pines Resort does have cabins, campsites, seasonal sites. They have a full bar and restaurant, fish cleaning shack. They have plenty of live bait right now. So if you're looking to get up to Lake Winnie, need a place to stay, or you just want to stop in and have a bite to eat or grab some drinks, go ahead and call the Pines Resort. All right, now moving over to Leech Lake. As far as the walleye bite over on Leech Lake goes, like usual, shallow sand flats are going to be the areas of choice for opening weekend. Now, I do know some guys that have been crappie fishing are finding them on the edges of the shallow weeds as well. So those sand to weed transitions are holding some nice walleyes as well. And just like over on Winnie, the bait of choice for this weekend is going to be a jig head with a spot tail shiner, although it doesn't hurt to have some leeches along as well, because you never know when the leech bite is going to be on. Now, one really good bite that is going on out on Leech Lake, and I think you're going to find a lot of guys are ignoring the walleyes to fish them, is the crappie bite. There are a ton of big crappies being caught up on the north end in Sucker Bay, anywhere from 8 to 13 foot of water. They're pitching small 1/16 or 1/8 ounce jigs with plastics or a fathead, and they're catching a ton of really nice crappies. Now, targeting the edges of those weed flats is key. They are picking them up kind of off the edge of the weeds, but as the days continue to go by, those crappies are going to push further up onto those weed flats, so don't be afraid to look up on top of those flats as well. Now, as far as the perch bite goes, kind of like over on Winnie, those perch are going to be scattered. They finished up spawning now. You might still find some up in shallow. Probably those females that have spawned out, you're going to see their big spawn belly is going to be deflated, kind of looking goofy, but you might run into some really nice perch, but probably not in any real numbers of them. Now, if you're looking for a place to stay up on Leech Lake, Kyle from Acorn Hill Resort, he does have some RV and cabins available for opener weekend and throughout the rest of May. So if you're looking to get up to Leech Lake and need a place to stay, give Kyle a call and get one of those booked. Now, Acorn Hill Resort also has a bar and restaurant, the Loaded Loon Bar and Grill. They have live bait, rental boats, pontoons, tons of activities for the kids. The bar will be open starting this weekend, and then later in May they are going to start their bar activities back up, bingo, meat raffles, stuff like that. That will start taking place towards Memorial Weekend. Now, if you are looking for an awesome job this summer, Acorn Hill Resort is looking to hire a cook for their bar and grill. They will provide a seasonal site for you to stay right on the resort. You can do a bunch of fishing, work right on the resort, and then when you get off work, head right back out on the lake and do some fishing. So if you're looking for a summer, fall, and into the winter job, go ahead and give Kyle a call and inquire about that opening. So if you're looking to get up to Leech Lake this coming weekend or in the future, go ahead and call Kyle from Acorn Hill Resort. Now, if you're looking to book a guide up in the Leech Lake area, we are partnering once again with Parker from Davis's Guide Service. Whether you're looking to chase walleyes or panfish, whether you're looking to fish on Leech or one of the surrounding lakes to Leech Lake, Parker is the guy for the job. He is pretty full in May. He does have a few openings left if you want to give him a call and look into those. Otherwise, he does have more weekend availability through June, July, and August. So if you're looking to get up to Leech Lake and want to hire a guide, go ahead and give Parker a call from Davis's Guide Service. Now, if you're looking for a guide up on Lake Winnie, Scott from zupsguideservice is the premier walleye guide up on Lake Winnie. He does have some availability through May, June, July. So if you are looking to hop in the boat with Scott, go ahead, give him a call and get that on the books before all those spots fill up. All right, now moving down to Mille Lacs Lake. As far as the walleye bite goes, the main spots you're going to want to look for opener weekend is those shoreline rocky points. Over on the east side, Big Point. Over on the west side, Saguchi, Indian Point. There's several other rocky points over there as well. The depth range you're going to want to be targeting is that 8 to 16 foot of water. I know a lot of guys are going to be pitching a jig with a shiner, and that is going to work, but a lot of guys are also going to be fishing a slip bobber with a leech. Now, some people may think it's a little early for a leech bite, but Mille Lacs Lake is notorious for a good early leech bite. I know Prince Bait and Marine in Malacca already has leeches, so if you need some, stop in there and grab some on your way up to the lake. Now, as far as the smallmouth bass bite goes, I know guys have already been up there fishing them. A couple weeks ago, they were still out pretty deep, that 16 to 24 foot of water. I do believe that they have started to move in a little bit shallower than that now, that 12 to 18 foot of water. Areas to find those smallmouth are on the rocks. You got to find rocks, big secluded boulders, chunky rock. That's where those smallmouth are going to be hanging out. Jerk baits, blade baits, a paddle tail on a swim jig will work as well. It is a little early in the season for those smallmouth to really be firing up, but that doesn't mean you can't pick up a few here and there. Now, if you guys are looking to hire a guide up in the Mille Lacs Lake area, we're partnering once again with Joe from Keeper's Guide Service. If you want to fish smallmouth or walleyes on Mille Lacs Lake, or you want to target some panfish or walleyes or bass on some other local lakes, Joe can accommodate those trips. So if you're looking to get up to the Mille Lacs Lake area and do some fishing, go ahead and call Joe from Keeper's Guide Service. All right, guys, well, that's going to do it for this week's fishing report. Really appreciate you guys tuning in. If you could, hit that like button, drop a comment down below, share it out with your friends. We really do appreciate it. If you make it out fishing, take some pictures, send them to us to our Gmail over on Facebook Messenger. And if you are out fishing, remember, be kind at the boat ramp, be respectful of other fishermen, and most importantly, don't forget to get on out there and get living.